This is water story time. Okay, my name is Sam, and I was born in the United States of America, and I love to dance like crazy time. So, when my mom saw me dancing in the driveway, she went ballistic. And then she started to yell. I wondered what was going on. I was like, Mom, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I'm just yelling at you for that hero dance. I was crying. She didn't really care. She just dragged me into the house and told me to eat my dinner, which was chicken fingers and fries, but I really hated chicken fingers and fries. So I was like, ew, Mom, what's that? She said, that's chicken fingers and fries, your favorite. Does she even know who I am? I hate those. I told her that I didn't like it. And then she said, well, you're going to have to eat it. Oh, God. I was like, no, there's a bunch of different salads in the fridge. And she was like, oh, well, I don't care. And I was like, what? I ain't eating this. So then Dad came barging in and yelling at me, you're going to have to eat your chicken fingers fries. And then they both started yelling and my ears were hurting like crazy. So then I was like, fine, eat it, and rolled my eyes. It tasted horrible. And then it was, then I was going to have my first year of school, first grade of school, grade 1, so I went in, and everyone was like, and then I looked at my shirt, and there was a bunch of little bits of fries that are like little drops of stuff. But other people called it the fry dress. I went out of the room crying. And then I saw if there was a change of clothes in my break, and there was, and I came back, and I was like a whole different person. I sit down, and the first thing we had was a quiz. I was like, I don't want to do a quiz. And the teacher said, well, you're going to have to do the quiz. It's the first quiz of this year. So the quiz was like, solve the biggest math problem. 2,000 plus 200. And I was like, 202,000? And they're like, no, wrong. And I said, what's the answer? And they said, oh, I'm not telling you. One of the children has to. But literally no one knew. So everyone got an F, except for Mary. Rudest kid in the class. She got an F, but then she turned the F into an A, which was kind of bad because her parents were like, you're the best kid in the class. She looked pretty hot, but for once, it was not just a girl class, and there were lots of boys who were upset. And I was just like, but none of the boys really cared about girls as much. They were just sitting and learning. And there was this one nerd in the class who was the only one who got an A, but he whispered it to the teacher. He didn't want anyone to get better grades than him. So I guess I was kind of upset. At that point, I knew I had to work harder. So I went home and did my homework, stayed up really late to do all my assignments, went on the computer just to watch a little bit of cartoons, and then went back to my assignment. I got 300 A's and only 400 quizzes, which I kind of got upset about because I didn't get this one. It was like a billion plus a billion, take away 200, put back 2,000, and take away, and add back 10, and take away 235. And it's like, well, that's too hard for me. But all the other ones I got, which got me a B plus for all the assignments. And when I couldn't get an A, I got an A, but I got a B plus 2 because we had so much assignments. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So then I went out, walked home. talking about everything. For some reason, I realized I had tap shoes on, which made my walking a little bit louder. And saying, don't forget these on the shoes. I was like, Mom put these tap shoes on me? I went quiet. I went home and my mom was like, oh, nice to see you, babe. And my mom, I walked up to my bed in a hurry. And I saw that all of my assignments got an F when I saw an A. I realized Mary did that because I saw Mary have all my homework sheets. I was mad. And then I realized Mary didn't do it for a bad reason. Mary did it because she was sad. About what? She did because she knew that she would never lie again. But she had to lie one last time just to get a good A on her math test. It made me kind of upset, but then I realized, well, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I wouldn't get any more F's if I just was made my homework very secure. So that's what I did. I put a booby trap. There would be a carpet over a hole. And next thing you know it, she was in that hole. So then I knew she did it. And then I took the hole off. I was like, why are you stealing my homework? She said, well, it's because I'm not smart as you. And I'm like, oh, well, then just do your homework. And she said, my dad never lets me. He said I can't. And I'm like, is that why you were always being rude? The rudest girl in the class and you never meant it? She was like, yep, that's why. I felt bad for her. But it wasn't like it would make it any better for anyone else if you just kept on stealing. That was when it hit her. I didn't mean to do anything, but I don't want to go into your beeswax all the time. Okay? And that's when I got really upset. Well, I didn't want to go in your beeswax, I didn't want to make this booby trap, but I knew you stole it because I saw that it's in my name. And then you erased it, but I could still see a little mark that I'm the only one that has an A in my class, Mary. Well, what's her name? My name is Alla, and your name is Mary. And you already know my name is spelled like that. And that's when she got really upset. I didn't care at all, though. So just leave my house. She went up crying. But I could see how I could see how she was upset. And I really didn't mean what I said. I just had to do it so she could get out of my house before I would be seen. Then I took out the baby trap. But I still felt bad for what I said to Mary that other day. I went to bed in the morning. I had a rooster. I felt like I was in a cartoon, by the way. I was like, why is there a rooster there? Mom said, oh, because it's fun to have roosters, isn't it? I was like, no, not really. And she was like, well, who cares? Go and get your little feet on, which means high heels. I was like, well, I don't want to look that perfect, but I guess if my mom's finally letting me wear something different than my old overalls and sneakers. So she went over, and it was rainbow. The worst color you could get. I was pretty upset. I thought she was going to give me black high heels, but I guess she didn't. Too bad for me. So I just went to school. Everyone was laughing, except for Mary. Mary likes rainbow. You like rainbow, Mary? She was like, yeah, I do. And then she realized everyone started staring at her. She changed her mind about what she said, but I thought it was pretty cool. A rude girl like that with such nerd color. So I went to school, and the next day, knowing that I had to wear black high heels, so I wasted all my money just to get these cool black high heels and black dress, and in a nice $335 necklace. It was golden, by the way. And then I just wore another golden sunglasses, and then I would just wear a nice pitchy black hat with a little bit of golden stripes on it. And when I went back to school the other day, everyone loved it. And then there's one boy said, "Do you want to come out? Ask me out." And I'm like, "Yeah, I would love to." Seeing that he was really rich, he just didn't look that way in the outside. But at the inside, a couple of $3 million as a kid, as a grade oneer, was, well, a little bit over the top. And then the next day, I was grade 2. After having nice and fun at the summer camp, I knew that I should get back into grade 2. So I was in grade 2, and I loved it. There was really no one rude, and there was no one rude, which made everything a little bit more funner. Except that we had harder work and harder math quizzes. So my mom just skipped that grade. And then I was in grade 3. I really liked it. And then I realized someone was a really good actress in that class. And I was like, I want to act. So then I went to an acting audition. And I got first place. And I was the lead singer. And I was the lead actress. And that's when I got really happy. And as soon as I know it, I got a trophy.